Alright, what up YouTube, digital? Oh yeah, I'll make this a response to another one of Lambdog's videos about cars. And whoa, oh, guess I'm gonna have to take that one. Let's see here. Yeah. Hate when they fall. When they fall, gotta take them. It's just the rules. I don't ride them. I just follow them. Yeah, anywho. Um, Now, I think you should do a three-parter on cars. Now, I remember having a debate with, shit, what's his name? Starts with an H. California. Zahashi? I don't know. It's been a long week. But the debate was over, and I totally get his point, and I'm not going to discount his point at all. It was buying versus financing, and I said it would be better to finance a $5,000 car over 4 or 5 years versus buying a $2,000 car, and not because you're paying the man, but because you take total cost of ownership, which is the cost of the vehicle, any financing, blah blah blah, plus repairs, which is always a huge one, and you tend to pay less on a good $5,000 vehicle versus a okay $2,000 vehicle. Case in point is my Jetta outside. When we bought it, it would have been on the VW lot if it wasn't for the age. Now, it is a 2000, but it only had 50,000 miles, so it met mileage. It was an 8.5 out of 10 as far as looks, so it met that part. It met all the certified blah 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 bullshit, but it was the age that killed it. Even though I think those ones are the most sexy ones, but that's just my opinion. So, I think Lambdog, being a technician and seeing the difference more often, well, in the sub 5,000 versus the 5 to, let's just say 5 to 7,500 range, because that's a good fair range to work in. And what what do you think the differences are? And do you think, based on cost of ownership, not the fact that you're giving the man some money, but the actual cost of ownership, which way would you go? Now, the reason I always I go is, besides the Jetta, which has been costing me about I would say on the average about $285 a month. And that's including everything except for gas and insurance. Now, I've had several $2,000 cars, and I have had to do some of the the work on them has just been crazy. Like the Mazda I had last, I had to do radiator. Oh shit, man! I could sit here all day of what I had to do with that damn fucking thing. I love the truck. Don't read into it wrong. I love that truck. I went as far as had Putney, who's one of the best engine builders in California. I had him modify my head from a hydraulic rocker to a solid rocker. That's why if you look on the oh god, what year is it? Pre 80 whatever, and then you go to the 89 or whatever B2200. You always have that tap. Those rocker arms suck. And he did the swap, found a cam, all that shit for me. And he did a damn good job, damn good price, and even delivered it at my house because he's a cool guy like that. I love Putney. Not like that, but... And he is a very good engine builder, especially in 22Rs. But the cost I did that, the radiator, all the shit that I did, the clutch, the drive line, tires, this, that, the other, everything else, I probably was in that vehicle that I bought for $2,000 or $2,500. I was in that vehicle well over 6. So, and I had it for 3 years. And, no, I had it 2 years. So we're talking about the same as a Jetta. But the Jetta I've already had longer than I've had my last Mazda. And I'm already down. The cost of ownership right now is already cheaper than my last Mazda. So, and it wasn't a Mazda thing. God, thank God it wasn't like a Honda or something like that. It'd be even more. Or some of the other things. So, you know, just that type of shit. Then also, you know, what to look for, because most people buy within that 2 to 7,000 range. I mean, that's a really big market share of the cars. So, you know, what to look for, especially if you go to Billy Joe, Jim Bob's, buy here, pay here type lot. And things to identify accidents, you know, shit like that, you know, shit, you know what I'm talking about. And then the second one, actually, you know what, make that buy versus finance. And depreciation, you know all about that. You know, buy a new car, lose a quarter of it the first day type shit. You know about that. Make that your first video. Second video, you're buying a car. What to look for. You know, what would you do if you were buying your daughter her first car and she had $3,000? Now, this is your daughter, so you're making sure it's safe. And fuck Honda. Honda is not allowed to be in this video because Honda is overhyped. It's bullshit. It's it's fucking retarded. So no Honda. Yes, that's my opinion, and I'll live with it. That's one car. I've owned just about every fucking thing I can think of, and one thing that I haven't owned is a Honda. Never will. I've refused to even trade for a Honda when I would be getting the deal. That's how much I don't like those vehicles. They're not all that. Plus, most of them are beat to shit to begin with. But anywho, so what to look for? What to look for in a motor, what to look for, in that. And I'm sure you got probably an example out in the back, somewhere, one of those cash for clunker type cars or whatever. I know those are all gone, but that type of $2,000 car sitting out back waiting for auction. Maybe in the first one you could talk about auctions too. But then the third one, this is going to be the hardest one. And this is going to be the one that you're going to probably have to get a homeboy, but not on camera. Put him behind the camera so, his face can't be seen and, that type of shit. And talk about the deals of, buying a used car and a new car. Where to give and where to take. For me, I haggle just a tad. I'm not a big time haggle type guy. If I like the car, I don't do anything until I let them get me financed. And then I go from there. If they get me financed, then I will, it might not be the price of the vehicle, it might be the terms, down payment, or whatever. Tell them to give me an extra $1,500 as credit for down payment. Shit like that. But, have one of your sales friends, give the breakdown, the skinny of the fine art of car sales. And if you have one that can do the subprime or sub whatever, that would be even cooler. A lot of people don't realize how much profit some of these people are making. Not all of them, and not every car, but there's the auction prices, and I watch them. There are several sites that I watch the auction prices to keep in my mind while I'm doing deals on my own of how much shit is really worth, because I don't use Kelley Blue Book. Especially during the 2008 bullshit, that Kelley Blue Book was useless. So I think you should do those three. And then, when you get to the fourth, modifications. Which ones you would do. Say do one on motors, then one on suspension, raise or lower. Don't do that. Don't be racist and only talk about four-wheel drive. Which ones you hate to see as a technician? That's a big one right there. So there's 4 videos for you right there. Get on them right now. I got 4 other things to take care of right now. Or take. Maybe what, 12 today? Yeah. Doing pretty good. Peace.